And as the Cowboys get ready for week one, we welcome in their head coach, Craig Bohl, to the program. Coach, thank you so much for joining us today.
Well, Kristen, it's great to be on and excited about our program this next year.
Yeah, I want to get your thoughts on your expectations for this season, but I want to start with how much you've accomplished so far in Laramie. Wyoming has made back-to-back bowl appearances for the first time since 1988-89 under you. You just had Josh Allen drafted 7th overall. How have you been able to build this program in your time there and make it so special?
You know, it's been a collective effort by a whole lot of people. And one thing that's great about the University of Wyoming, we have one school in the state. And so everybody rallies around that. I think it's taken a common commitment by administration to commit to be successful, and then also a coach to be successful. We have a hashtag saying building something special, and our guys have bought into that. We think the future really looks bright. We've done some good things in the past, but we've got higher expectations.
That hashtag, building something special, that is a good one. When you talk about high expectations, it's hard not to think about Josh Allen, as we said, drafted 7th overall by the Bills. I was talking to a draft scout the other day, and he said that he thinks he has the most pressure on him of any rookie. Certainly very high expectations for him in Buffalo. You've seen him and coached him day in and day out. What about his game has him ready for this next level?
Well, first of all, I think it's all about the right match. You know, their head coach at Buffalo and I spent quite a bit of time together, and he asked a lot of insightful questions on Josh's DNA, and that's part of their success. And Josh is really a special competitor. He's bright. He possesses great ability. His maturity level, he's gonna continue to mature. We understand that they're looking at a quarterback to play early. Josh's physical attributes are off the chart. And that competitive nature is really going to allow him to be, I think, an excellent player. Certainly the NFL stage is bright. It's going to be a quantum leap for him, but I really believe he's ready for that.
Speaking of college players, you were a defensive back in your college days. Are you harder on those guys since you played that position? Or you ever say, like, no, this is how it's done?
Well, I have to be real guarded about that because I have an easy answer. I didn't play very much. I played in the secondary. I would probably say I'm maybe a little bit more mindful of what goes on defense. I spent a lot of years as a defensive coordinator. We do have a great defensive back coming back, Andrew Wingard, who will be a 4-year starter. What's unique about Andrew is not only his ability, but I had an opportunity to coach his father. So that dates me somewhat. But Andrew came here and believed in us when a lot of other people didn't. He's put on a lot of weight. He's really an intense competitor, makes all kinds of plays all over the field. I wish I could get him to cut his hair, but that's probably not going to happen.
He does have the long flowing locks indeed. I did not know that about you coaching his father. That's incredible. He's expected to be one of the top defensive players in the country. So what are your expectations for him specifically on the field and then also as a leader of that side of the ball?
Well, as we continue to redefine our program, Andrew's going to have a big part to play. He'll be a 4-year starter. And anytime you have a guy that's played in that many games, you need to leverage that strength. Certainly his competitive nature and his experience. A safety in our defense is really a complicated position. Andrew's a bright, instinctive player. He's got a hard edge, and that competitive nature spills over to those other players around him. We ended up number 1 in the country in creating turnovers last year. Certainly that's going to need to continue. And, we ended up, I think, 9th in the country in total defense, and we've got a higher goal than that.
Well, Coach, we are certainly expecting a lot from him, that defense, and your whole team this season. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to talk with us. We appreciate it.
You bet. Always great to be on.